Namaste viewers, welcome to my channel Vedic Ancient Science. Today I'm going to predict for Scorpio ascendant as per Vedic astrology for the month of November 2023. Before you watch this video, I want you to know what's your ascendant sign. If it's Scorpio ascendant as per Vedic astrology, then you can watch this video. If you know your chart, if you know what all promises you have in chart, you know the planetary positions in your natal chart, then it will be excellent for you to understand the transit of the planets. Okay, the first part I'm going to explain about the planetary positions that will happen in the month of November, and the latter part I'm going to give you some important dates. If you don't want to listen to this planetary positions, then you can skip to the latter part, the important dates. Okay, to be careful, dates for income, dates for love, dates. So now I'm going to explain you the planetary position that will happen in the month of November. Major changes will happen in the month of November after 30th of October. Rahu and Ketu, they will change their houses and signs. Okay, Rahu will be moving towards 5th house in Pisces, and Ketu will be moving towards your 11th house in Virgo. Rahu in 5th house. Rahu is a planet. Is a planet. It comes under malefic planets. Rahu comes under malefic planets. Why do we say it's a malefic planet? Because it has qualities of desires. Okay, it has the qualities to give you materialistic things, but at the same time it'll try to deteriorate your health. This is the definition of a malefic planet. Okay, it on one hand it'll give you what you want, materialistic things, and on the other hand it'll take away your health. That's malefic objective of a malefic planet. So 5th house is house about your children, your love, your education till bachelor's degree, I would say. The house of mantras, the house of gains through speculations, gambling, lottery, stock exchange. So Rahu comes here, the planet of desires, the planet of chaos. Rahu is also planet of chaos. Wherever it goes, it gives you chaos. Okay? The behavior is chaotic. So when Rahu comes here in the house of your children, if you have children, in the house of his children, then it will create chaos in your life. Why I would say in your life it will create chaos? Because the houses which are highly active, okay, for the next till the Jupiter moves to another house, I would say till April 2024. First house is highly active. Okay, first house is you, your body, your health, your immunity. So first house is highly active, as well as your 5th house. So if you do not have children, it would be your love life, chaotic love life. You will be full of desires to get your love. The objective of predictions is not just giving you dates, but making you aware of things that can happen so that you can be prepared, mentally prepared. Okay, prediction is not just giving dates. It's about learning how to live your life. Astrology is nothing but it tells you how to live your life. It makes certain predictions that you will know that these things will happen. And knowing that, okay, the probability of knowing these events will occur in your life, you will be mentally prepared. If you're not able to prepare yourself mentally alone, then you can ask for guidance from psychologists, psychiatrists, or your family. If you don't believe in psychology, psychiatrists, then you can. Culturally, India is not about nuclear family, it's about joint family. So whenever a person is going through some kind of trouble, they discuss with the parents or the family members so that they can get help. But in Western society, people are living in nuclear families. So it becomes highly difficult to share problems just with one person. Even that person is not reliable. So you suffer a lot of depression, okay, a lot of anxiety, lot of uncertainty in your life. So the predictions which I give is just to make you aware so that you take required steps. Okay, Rahu in the 5th house, as I told you, it will create chaos in your love life. It will create chaos with your children. Okay. Also, it depends on your natal chart. What planets are there in the natal chart? If it's moon, then it's kind of torturous. Rahu over your natal moon, it's torturous. So if you're into speculative business like stock exchange, things like that, be careful, because Rahu can create chaos and you may get into trouble. Okay, so be careful on investing on any stocks. Research well, and then you can proceed. Okay, Rahu will obviously create some desires, so you have to control your Rahu. Okay, Rahu is nothing but your desire, wanting to gain more. I want more. This is Rahu. So you can talk to your Rahu, and you can settle it down. Rahu looking at your 9th house also, okay, with its 5th aspect in the transit, which is making your luck a little bit good. Okay, but it depends on your natal chart if you are lucky or not. If you're lucky, then things can go well. Then we go to Ketu. Ketu in the 11th house. Ketu is completely a sign of detachment. Ketu is a spiritual planet. It's highly spiritual. It's more spiritual than Jupiter, Guru. Why? Because Jupiter, it helps you with health, and it helps you with your wealth also. But in this case, Ketu, he wants nothing. He just wants your liberation, moksha, cutting off from things. So 11th house is your group, your circle, your organization, big organizations, connection with people, friends, the house of friends. Ketu in this house. 11th house is house of gains, any kind of gains. Okay, so Ketu in this house for sure will cut you off from any of these, either friends, your friend circle, your organization which you are linked to. Gains will be cut off. One of the probabilities of things can happen with Ketu in this house. Rahu and Ketu, they will stay in these houses for next 18 months. So you can expect these things can happen in your life in next 18 months. Okay. Saturn is in your fourth house. Fourth house is house of happiness. And Saturn is in your fourth house. So obviously your happiness is in trouble. Saturn is a kind of planet. It's a malefic planet. It will destroy your organs, body parts, but at the same time, it's a planet of justice. It does justice. Okay? He's a cruel planet. Why it's cruel? Because he doesn't want to know what good things you did. Obviously, he will judge that. But if you have done bad things, he will punish you the way you did that, knowingly or unknowingly. If you have done any karmas, bad karmas. When I say actions, even when you think of somebody with bad intentions, for example, I wish he dies, I wish he suffers. This is the karma you are generating, and Saturn is noting it down in his book. And if moon is in your fourth house, natal moon in the fourth house, it's time for you to pay, because it's called the peak of Saraswati, where Saturn gives you the results of your karma. If you have done good karmas, he will give you good results. That's for sure. But if you have done bad karmas, knowingly or unknowingly, you will ask God, what did I do wrong? You must have, even if you have walked on the road and if you have smashed an ant on the road unknowingly, that's karma is unknowingly, right? But Saturn will note it down that you crushed an ant on the road, because that ant, if you think about the life of that ant, he must think about that ant, that he was taking food to feed his family. He was a provider of the family. It's just a small example I'm giving you. He was taking the food to feed his family. He was a provider, and you smashed that provider, which resulted in death of tiny little ants who could not eat food. That's just a small example. And that karma, that entire, because ants are lives, right? And that karma, you are taking it in your life. Okay, you have done that karma. So who is going to pay? Obviously you will pay unknowingly. Now when you think of something bad for somebody, or you do something bad for somebody, obviously you know that, and it makes you feel, okay, I've done this, so I'm suffering, that's fine. But the unknown karmas that you have done unknowingly, okay, even that, now you will know that why you are suffering this way. So you will be a little calm. Saraswati, everybody goes through, everybody. Twice in their lives they will go, at least twice. So fourth house is about your house. Fourth house is house of happiness. And fourth house is a mother. So any of these things are in trouble in your life. Your happiness for sure. If your mother, she must be having some kind of disease, or she must be suffering with some illness. So fourth house Saturn, and then will comes Jupiter. Jupiter is in sixth house. Sixth house is also highly active in your chart. Okay, sixth house is about conflicts, diseases, deaths, about your pets. So Jupiter in this house, Jupiter is a benefic planet. Jupiter gives you whatever you want: health, wealth, prosperity, Jupiter in this house, sixth house, will help you deal with these problems. Okay, it'll help you because Jupiter is a highly benefic planet in your chart. It's a lord of your second house, and it's a lord of your fifth house, which is in sixth house. So obviously from conflicts, it can give you some benefits. Okay, from conflicts you will get some benefits. From diseases you may get benefits. If you're a doctor, then you will get benefits through this. If you're a lawyer, you will get benefits from this. Okay, if you have enemies, a lot of enemies, then Jupiter will try to manage that thing. It will help you manage your enemies. Okay, Jupiter is also aspecting your 12th house. So definitely it'll help you in your sexual life. It'll help you in your sleeping patterns. Although Saturn is in your fourth house, but Jupiter will help about all this: your sleeping patterns, your sexual life, your spiritual life. Your basically your sixth house is highly active, fifth house is highly active, 11th house is highly active, first house is highly active, and the most important house, one of the most important house, is your 10th house, the house of karma, is highly active. Okay, in the month of till 3rd of November, Venus is there. So definitely in the month of October, major things have happened in your work life, in your karma, beautiful things, because Venus is there. Venus is aspecting, Saturn is aspecting Venus, Jupiter is aspecting Venus in transit. So definitely beautiful thing must have happened. You must have met somebody at your workplace, some female did something in your work life. You met some female, or there was good ambience at your workplace. Then after 3rd of November, Venus will be joining Ketu. So friends of houses, 11th house is friends of house, Venus and Ketu. Venus and Ketu is like there could be some disconnection between a feminine energy in your life. Friends, maybe a female friend, you will cut off from that. There could be some cutting off from gains. Okay, Venus also signifies money, luxury, cars. So in this 11th house is gains of everything. Okay, any kind of gains. So Ketu is there, and Venus joining. Venus signifies money. So there could be cutting off from some source of income. Okay, then other planets like Sun, Mars, and Mercury. Sun will be debilitated after 3rd of November. Sun will be there in 12th houses till 17th of November. Okay, when Venus moves towards 6th house, Sun becomes completely debilitated because it loses connection with exchange from 10th house to 12th house. So Sun becomes completely debilitated. So it's kind of risky with your any connection with government. Okay, father. Sun is government, father, your immunity. Okay, so Sun will be debilitated in 12th house. Be careful with police, any government authority, signing papers, important papers, tax, things like that. Just be careful with that. Be careful with your health of your father. There's not much risk, but because Jupiter is looking at that 12th house, so just be careful and take care of your father. Be careful about government authorities, police. Mars will be there. Mars, it's kind of tough, so it'll try to protect you. Mercury will, Mercury in 12th house is kind of is a debilitated there also. So Sun and Mercury, these two planets are. Mercury is communication. Mercury is children. Mercury is childlike person. Mercury is intelligence, connection. So after 6th of November, Mercury will move towards first house, which is kind of good position. Okay. Then after 17th of November, Sun, Mars, and Mercury will be in your first house. Excellent position. Some really good things can happen in your life because your first house is highly active. Sun will give you immunity. Mars will give you force. Mercury will help in communication. Sun, Mercury, Mars, Mercury, these are Raj Yogas. Okay, so beautiful yogas are happening. But be careful with Rahu and Saturn, because these two planets are aspecting your first house. Okay. And then at the end of the month, Mercury will move towards your second house. Also a good position for your family, interacting with your family, communicating with your family. Now I'm going to give you some important dates to be careful. From 1st of November till 3rd of November, you can expect some kind of transformation. You can expect some kind of unexpected gains, unexpected losses. Okay. Stress, unnecessary stress that can come in. So be prepared, prepare your mind, and then things will happen. Okay. They'll come and they'll go. You don't have to bother yourself for this. From 11th till 13th of November, be careful of unnecessary expenditures, unnecessary losses, maybe health issue of your father that could be troublesome. And 24th till 26th, conflicts. Be careful of conflicts, be careful of diseases. Although nothing major, but be careful. You may benefit out of this. If this conflicts, this diseases, and you may benefit from this. Okay. And for work, if you want to sign contracts from 26th till 28th of the month, and then for if you're doing job, if you're working for somebody, then I would say from 6th till 8th is excellent time. 6th of November till 8th of November, excellent time to communicate with your boss, sort out things at your workplace. For love, I would say 8th till 11th. Things can go wrong also. 8th till 11th. They can, you may lose somebody in your life. Your love, maybe your love, you lose. So be prepared to not get into conflicts, because Rahu will always try to create chaos. Okay. For money, good gains from 8th till 11th can happen, and from 15th till 17th, good gains can happen. And this time is to enjoy with your friends, family, good food, spend money on your friends. If you want to avoid any kind of detachment from somebody, try to spend money and try to keep that person happy. Okay, so this is all about it for Scorpio ascendant for the month of November 2023. I hope you have liked this video and you are liking my videos. If you're liking my videos, then do subscribe to my channel and share my videos with your loved ones, your family, friends. All right, so thank you very much for watching. Namaste.